Hello fat stringers and low end lovers. Today we're going to look at a Gangnam style. I know. You don't have to tell me. Okay, but the reason we're going to go through it is not because of the bass line itself. Well, I'm going to teach you the bass line, but what I want to really have a look at is how, and I want to prove the point that bass can be used to kind of like change the fabric of a song if the song just stays in one particular key. That might sound a bit weird now and a bit over your head, but listen to this little jam I'm just about to do here, and you'll see what I mean. I actually changed the song and make it sound a little bit more different to what it is, whilst the song still stays in the same key. I hope you understand that. And what we'll do is after you've taken a listen to that, we'll go have a look at how you go about doing that, and we'll go look at some of the techniques that I use in that particular little jam. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Watch it all the way through because it changes all the way through. And I'll see you on the flip side, brothers and sisters.
오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선어해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선어해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선어해 근육보다 사상이 울퉁불퉁한 선어해 그런 선어해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 그래 바로 너 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 비는 놈그 위에 나는 놈 Baby baby 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 비는 놈그 위에 나는 놈 Baby baby 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 You know what I'm saying 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일 Sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일
Okay then, so where should we start? Okay, so just be aware that you can change, because the bass is a particular frequency, you can change things musically with the bass. So for example, Gangnam Style just stays in one key throughout, doesn't do anything else apart from the chorusy parts, but the main part of it is in one key. So we can kind of mess around with that. So you had like the disco-y part, which wherever it was. But that's just my point, okay? So what we'll do is, I'm not going to go through the quick slap and pop bit. If you've done Red Hot Slap and Pop, then just take the notes that I'm giving you and transpose that to slappity and poppity, because it'd be too long explaining where all the mutes and everything are. It'll just take ages. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, I think for the main riff, what we'll do is, so we'll come to don't forget it's on a keyboard, so it's kind of like a wah thing going on there, and you can achieve that by sliding up to the note if you want to. But just for now, come to the 7th fret on the E string right there, okay, with your index finger, like that, and then come down to the the 9th fret on the D string with your ring finger like that, and hit this twice. Boom, dun, dun, boom, dun, dun. Okay, and then we're going to hit the 9th fret on the D string twice again. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. Okay, then we're going to hit it once more, but this time as we hit it, we're going to slide up to the 12th fret on the D string, which is this double dotted one right here. Okay, so yeah, boom, 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 boom. So it's all in B, okay? Yeah, does that make sense? One more time. Now don't forget you can slide up to that B as well, up on that 7th fret. So yeah, so you come from the 5th fret to the 7th fret with your index finger. No way, it's snowing. Okay. I'll take my sledgehammer in a minute. Anyway, so okay, so that's the. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. Come to the 7th fret on the E string right there, B, hit it once, and then I'm going to come down to the 9th fret on the D string, but this time we're going to hit it 3 times. So we have all together. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? Listen to the song, you'll hear how it dun 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 dun. Okay? So we have dum dun dun dun. Okay, we're going to come down to the 7th fret on the D string. Alright? And then you're going to come to the 9th fret on the A string with your ring finger. And then you're going to come down to the 7th fret on the A string with your index finger, the E note. So we have, slowly. Yeah? Or slide it in if you want to give it that wow type feeling. Okay, so there we have the main part. Pretty simple, right? Yeah. So you could just, that part you could slap and pop. Slap on the root there, on the 7th fret. Okay, and then pop the bap bap, and then. Doesn't sound very good, but yeah, that's a possibility if you wanted to. Okay, so let's go to the chorus now, if you can call it a chorus. I'll give you a lyrical example of what that is, but I think he sings it all in. Oh no, it's not Japanese, is it Korean? It's something like that. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do is go to the 5th fret on the A string. Okay, and then what I do is, again, this isn't musically what it does in the song, but it sounds good. Come to the 4th fret, okay, on the A string, up to the 5th fret on the A string, alright? So up to that E note even. So we have dun. So hit it once, then we're going to hit it again, the 5th fret, and then up to the fret. Okay, dun. And then we're going to go to the B, okay, on the E string, which is the 7th fret right there. And then you can do like a roll up to the octave if you want. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Sorry, do that with your index finger, okay? And then do like a hammer on. Yeah, do a hammer on from the, let's say, 7th to the 9th, index to ring on the A string. So we have dun, 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 dun. Okay, and then we're going to come to the 7th fret on the D string. Okay, and then we're going to go to the 9th fret on the D string, which is going to take us up to the octave. So we're just doing a run up to the octave. Yeah, so dun 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 back, then exact same thing, but we don't go to the beat. We don't go to the 7th fret this time. Okay, so we do this one again, and we do this one. But this time we're going to come to the 9th fret on the A string, and it holds dun 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 dun. Gangnam style. And it goes back into it again. Okay, so but what you can do is just hold it there. Listen to the song to see how many it is. But what you can do is what I did in the video. You can take that there, do the root 5th octave chord. Oh, that's out of tune. Oh, damn it. Okay, I had to tune. So everything you heard there is probably out of tune anyway. It doesn't matter. It should still work theoretically. Okay, so what we can do is still a bit out of tune. Come to the so there. So do the root 5th octave thing. The root, the Orion. Yeah, that chord there. I'll probably put a link here around here somewhere if you've never done it before. We'll call it the Orion chord. Okay, it's a root 5th octave. And what you can do is you can hold that chord there and strum all 3 strings at the same time. This is Gangnam style. You could do a rolling. What I do is the rolling, so from the 12th fret, just roll it all the way down. Get that nice low. And that takes us straight back into that dun 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 dun, whatever it is, the main riff. Okay, so, but you might have noticed, the more astute of you might have noticed, in there somewhere I changed it and I made it sound kind of, it went a bit dark disco, didn't it? It all went a bit Def ABBA. And what did I do then? So what I did then was I came to the 7th fret, held on there, okay, and then I'd come to the 10th fret on the E string with either your ring finger or your little finger. Dun, 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 down to that G on the E string, the 3rd fret. Boom, dun, dun, to the 5th fret, which is an A note on the E string, and then upper tone, so upper fret. Sorry, upper half tone. Okay, so we have dun. So that's 7th fret on the E string, 10th fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the E string, 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret on the E string, 10th fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the E string, 5th fret, 6th fret. Okay, so that's what I did. Right, yeah, so that's what I do there. Okay, so then what we do is we can funk it up a little bit. So we can add a little bit of slap pop. So we take exactly the same notes and we just slap and pop. We slap the root note. And then we're just going to take an octave. If you don't know what an octave is, go to my major scale video. Right there, and I explain what an octave is there. Okay, and then we're just going to slap and pop the root and the octave, exactly the same notes, but the root and octave. So slap, pop, 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 slap, pop. Yeah, okay, so if you don't know what slap and pop is, there's a lesson right there, okay. God, these lessons are building up, aren't they? So we have, yeah, you can add a double slap in there. Yeah, okay, yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? Try it. If you can't slap and pop, you don't even like slap and popping, it doesn't matter. Just try and on the root. Sounds good. Experiment with it. That's the most important thing here, I think, because you can really, yeah, as I said, you can really change things around, and it's quite exciting and quite interesting. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, so right at the end, I do like this little finger picking thing, don't I? If you don't know what finger picking is, then there's a few of my lessons around. I can't remember which ones cover finger picking. Oh no, I don't remember. But not just another bass tuition book, which is my bass book. It definitely cover it in some depth there. Okay, so if not, just try and see what I'm doing. No? Yeah, okay, so what we do is, on that part, that's right, yeah, so we're taking exactly the same notes, but we're going to finger pick. So thumb, finger, thumb, finger, thumb, finger, thumb, finger, thumb, finger. Yeah, hope you can see. I don't want to go into that too much depth. Okay, so what we can do is going to come to the 9th fret on a D string with our index finger, and then we're going to come to the, say, the 11th fret on the G string with your ring finger. I would say little finger. If you can't, you don't have the strength, go ring finger. That's all right. That will suffice. Okay, so we go. So that is. 4 times. Then we slide up to the 12th fret on the D string, okay, and we come to the 14th fret on the G string with our, so we have the exact same thing going on here, we just don't move, we come back up here, so 12th fret, D string, 14th fret, G string with your ring finger, and we do the exact same thing, 4 times, so we have. Okay, makes sense, make sense. Okay, and then we're going to go down to the 5th fret on the D string with our index finger, and we're going to go to the 7th fret on the G string with our ring finger. Okay, and we're going to do the exact same thing again, thumb finger, thumb finger, thumb finger, 4 times. So we have all together, real slow, with me, 1, 2, 3, and. You can slide those notes down so you keep the shape nice and prominent there, yeah. Okay, then we're going to come up to the 7th fret on the D string with our index finger, 9th fret on the G string with our ring finger, and again we're going to do it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do a little, you could hit the half there, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So again. Half, if you wanted. Oops! Balls. I really want to go play in the snow. That's the problem. Anyway, okay, so okay, and that's it. That's what you can do. You could do that over the whole lot and it would work, apart from the chorus, right? Also the chorus, try those root 5th octaves that we go through in all the other lessons, my friends, my fat stringed brethren. Okay, so that was kind of like an introduction as to how bass can change things which might sound quite mundane, normal, average, a bit boring, and kind of like you can adjust it and change it into your own thing. Yes, anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I hope you learned something positive from it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios amigos.